with a lot of our own systems. In fact, developer system to servers to everything is moved to cloud. How does the whole attack chain look like when everything is moved to cloud today? Are there differences that you see? Are there bigger challenges in getting domain admin today, or is it easier?
In some aspects, it has become easier because there are a lot more focus and a lot more research which is happening in order to identify those attacks. At the same time, we sort of are still in a bit of a hybrid kind of model where we have still certain systems which are running on-prem or on-premises, and we have still a lot of systems which are hosted on the cloud. And with that, basically the old perimeter which we essentially had, like the castle model, is no longer now relevant because there is no perimeter.
Hmm.
All the different systems basically can be accessed from anywhere by anyone on the internet.
But that may also mean more controls in terms of, I mean, for the lack of a better word, zero trust, but essentially people trying to have, extended set of controls and more verification with every call and check. Uh, does that make it more difficult, or today it's become easier because it's become way more difficult to even have these kind of controls set up across the network?
So yes, the controls have changed as well. More like previously, the more controls were around network level, so firewalls or IDS, IPS, and now all of those controls have moved around with authentication. Um, Authenticate the user first before validate whether they have got the proper authorization, and then allow the user to do that. And sometimes that has changed the way users access systems, sometimes for the better, sometimes for worse. And as soon as you make anything difficult for it being normally used, your own users will try to find ways around your security controls.
Yeah, they're the first line of offense, as I
Yes.
would put it jokingly, not defense. But jokes apart, while we were talking on the subject of controls and you having seen so many such networks, right, both on-prem and on cloud, uh, what do you generally suggest for the modern day network and the way you see it? How can actually teams implement the right kind of controls, the right kind of security layers? What should they emphasize uh, to stay away from high profile attacks? Because there are so many attacks happening, but essentially high profile in the sense that will impact their business. So, what do you generally recommend to clients?
First things which I normally would recommend to client is know what you have. Asset management. If you don't have an asset inventory, you don't know what things you have, you cannot protect them. So identify what assets you have, identify what data you have, where is it stored, where is it coming from, who has access to it, and whether they need access to that or not. So yeah, access control. Start with these things, identifying what your crown jewels or what are some of the things which are business critical to you. Start working on securing those while still having a broader understanding of what are all the security controls which you want to have, and start creating that roadmap.